we send the orders, we pick and deliver to them according to the shift.
Okay. How often do you supply like a facility, like let's say Thompson Hospital, all these hospitals? How often do you supply them?
How often is we supply them monthly from medical stores. Items come from medical stores and they are pre-packed, so we just deliver them to the facilities like Loan and other facilities. But in between the months, what we do is we ask the facilities, we give them the stock status weekly, and then they look at the stock status. After that, and that's when they make the order.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the major issues, as you know, Zambians have been complaining a lot about lack of drugs in clinics, in all these facilities. And yesterday, when I went to Kitwe Teaching Hospital, I actually found people coming from the clinics with small pieces of paper, prescriptions, handwritten. So if you go to outpatient department at Kitwe, you find a lot of them like that, because there are no drugs in the clinics. That's the major issue. And that is why you as medical stores, how you have to manage the supply chain.
Yeah.
These are starting from the smallest health facilities, so that people are not rushing to tertiary hospitals for Panadol, Amoxil, and all that. So that's one of the major challenges which I saw. The other challenge, I'm just from Luansha touring Thompson, Ron, and some other facilities, is the level of stocking. You know, if facilities are stocked at 2 weeks, instead of having a 6-month stock, you can easily run into a crisis on some drugs. Like I've seen, you know, anti-diabetic drugs, anti-hypertensive drugs, and others. So I know some things are beyond you. You're just a regional hub, you're receiving.
The type of machine that we are that are in most of these facilities, I think they are old machines. The one that we saw at Ron Hospital and the one that we, particularly at Thompson, I don't think those machines have the reagents that we are stocking.
But you've seen the latest machines like at Ron, the chemistry analyzers, very modern, but they also don't.
The problem with these machines is that they are tailored to a contract. Reagents are tailored to a machine and a particular contract, because most of these machines, they could be X machine, no other.
In terms of laboratory reagents.
Yes, sir. So we've been receiving reagents from medical stores, but I think what we are receiving is not enough.
It's not
so
it's
when
about
we
quantities.
Yes, about the quantity. So when we get the quantities are not enough to go to all the hospitals, because we have about 82 labs in the province. So maybe we'll just be given a few items, and it becomes very difficult to distribute to all the labs. So we'll give the bigger hospitals. So you'll find that the bigger hospital, they will have reagents, and the other lower levels will
sacrifice them.
Yeah, so it's a quantities that is making us
so that's the answer that I needed.
Yes.
Yeah. So if it's a quantity, it's a supply chain again. So we know that we need this quantity of laboratory supplies.
Yes.
Then we're only supplying very few. So like if you go to Luansha now, people cannot do liver function tests or the kidney function tests. Yet we're starting them on drugs that you actually need first to test the kidneys and the liver. Are they working well? Now, if they're not doing those, then we're starting people near RV, some of them which need that proper. There is enough lab reagents so that we don't compromise on the quality of care in the facilities. The same applies with the drugs. Yeah, that's why we have enough. But you go to the facility, they'll tell you, we have 2 weeks stock. Or like at Ron, where the anti-diabetic drugs and the antihypertensives are actually very, very low. Maybe within a week or two, they can easily run out. So how do we make sure that the hub here, the regional hub, is very well stocked, so that you can supply these facilities maybe with a 6-month stock, So those are the issues that we should be discussing. I've always told people that don't apply lipstick on a pig. If you apply lipstick on a pig, it still remains a pig. It can't be human. So for me, I prefer tackling issues head on. Let's not sanitize the issues. Let's acknowledge the challenges. But what is even more important, let's look for solutions. Because we are, they are the technocrats.
Yes.
Our job is to support you. So when I go to Lusaka, I need to call medical stores. For example, what is your strategy to make sure that the regional hub on the Copper Belt is well supplied? And medical stores has to have the answers in Lusaka. But if you don't tell us, then we just assume everything is okay. The pig has lipstick, it's human. But it's not human. So I think let's work together to improve the quality of care. We want facilities that have equipment which is working, the reagents are in the laboratories, the drugs and medical supplies are there. But we know, I mean, medical stores talk about supplying to, is it last mile? You know that slogan that you have, supplying to the last mile, which means even the remotest health facility, you have to supply it. It has to be well stocked. Not what I saw in Kitwe, where the clinics, they are not drugs, and everyone is rushing to the OPD at Kitwe Teaching Hospital, right, for very basic drugs, coartem, amoxicillin, these painkillers, and whatever. That's why we're saying maybe the answer is how do we make sure that the regional hub is well stocked, so that you can now take care of your facilities here. Otherwise, you will be, like you are saying, sharing very little. That right? In medicine, we don't use those kind of sayings, because if you start pure sharing, then you compromise on the quality of care. So, thanks. We can do a quick tour.
Okay. Yeah. So what we are seeing here, these are lab items. They are all lab items. Okay.
So, which funding do you use to expand?
This is the USA.
USA again?
Yes.
Okay. I think it was a check commission.
Not yet. Minister. We are just done with the rankings and the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
So and they finished the solar on top.
There is solar on top. Maybe we can go to this watch. So what we are doing with the system, the warehouse management system, because at the moment we are using manual, using the books, the ledger books and all that. Okay. But very soon, I think in the coming weeks, we will start installing the warehouse management system.
We will get guidance from the office on the minister. We are almost. Yes.
We have to write the president.
Yes.
I will need to communicate to him now, because the president is very busy. Yeah, so that you have to write to us urgently.
Yes.
Then I need to communicate.
You can stand here.
Somewhere here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honorable, what you are seeing, this is actually dispatch area. What you are seeing in front here is what was packed, ready for dispatch.
Okay. So the trucks come this side.
Trucks comes this side, and then we load from here.
Okay.
So these are ready. Actually, they'll start going tomorrow, because currently we've got only about 2 trucks outside. The other trucks have gone for distribution.
Okay. So you are supplying what up to the major hospitals or even the lower level facilities?
For this, we are supplying up to the major hospitals
And the district.
and the districts.
Okay, then the districts now do the last
last
distribution.
mile,
Okay. All right. Okay.
So this route is actually from Luansha up to Mpongwe, including the mission hospitals. And then we've got another route that is going up to Chirabombwe. Chirabombwe, Chingola, even Changanot. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Now I think what is very clear is, like I said, our principal job is to save the Zambian people. Yeah, that is the number one. So for me, the president appointing me as Minister of Health, the mandate he has given me is very simple. Is to ensure that the Zambian people get quality medical services. And we know that Medical Stores Limited plays a critical role in that supply chain of ensuring that, all these medicines, medical products are reaching, and medical supplies are reaching our facilities, because that is how we attain the quality of care. So one of our priorities as a ministry is how do we stabilize the supply chain to make sure that things are going in the right quantities at the right times. And with no pilferage. We don't want people stealing drugs or stealing medical supplies or getting substandard products that can harm our public. So that we have to keep an eye on, and that's why I've said Medical Stores Limited needs to work very closely with Zamra, because Zamra is the one that's doing the quality assurance, quality controls. They have a state-of-the-art lab. They can check all these things so that medical stores should only get those products that are internationally certified. We don't want to have a lot of recalls. Oh, we are recalling aspirin. Let's recall paracetamol. Let's recall gloves. Recalling condoms. Recalling all these. So that shows that we're having substandard products. So I think I told Zamra and Medical Stores in Lusaka, they are doing a report on recalls. The past 1 year, I want to see which products have been recalled. Because the only way we will say we are successful is when the recalls are eliminated. Because we ensure that only quality products land into our medical stores for distribution. Yeah, so we are putting a priority on that. Yeah, and also to ensure, like I said, that for health facilities have the drugs, they have the equipment, they have the medical supplies, and the reagents, let the laboratories work, so that when a patient goes to a facility, they are well served in all areas. And that's why even the National Health Insurance that fund, it has to save the facilities, contribute towards ensuring that we pump in more resources in the health sector. We purchase more things, so that the Zambian people in the end can see the benefits of what they are contributing towards. So thank you so much. I think this is it.
Yes,
This is the major story. So I think the PhD will be writing to us.
Yes.
Yeah, to ensure that His Excellency the President can come and officially commission this very, very important facility. Yeah, because this is the replica of medical stores in Lusaka. That's a huge national one. But for the Copper Belt, this becomes important. And just be assured of our support. For me personally, I will support you. You're just across my constituency. This road, the road outside, the next is Bwanamkuba, one side here it's Luansha. So you can actually stand, if you have long legs, you can put one leg in Bwanamkuba, one in Luansha. Yeah, but basically this facility is very dear to us. And we'll be commissioning, His Excellency will be commissioning it, and we need to do that as a matter of urgency, since it's already operational. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you.